This is the only all-purpose station in China that combines both industrial marshalling and passenger transport. Benxi. Next to the crane factory, the Fuxing high-speed train speeds by, and the tracks inside the station lead directly to the factory's old route. Dozens of rail yards with different functions and purposes are all crammed into a single station. This scene feels somewhat absurd. So, in a modern railway system where passenger and freight services are increasingly separated, why has it managed to retain such a unique combination of functions to this day? In fact, all of this is an inevitable result of urban development. The birth of Benxi Station has always been closely tied to the resource endowment and industrial development of the Liaoning region. As early as 1907, with the extension of the Anfeng Railway, the predecessor of Benxi Station, Mengjiabu, was established here. For decades, Japanese invaders used this station as a starting point to plunder Benxi's coal and iron ore resources, and they also built a steel plant nearby. As a result, the station had an industrial character from the very beginning. After the founding of New China, the country began to vigorously support industrial construction, and Benxi's high-quality iron ore urgently needed to be developed and utilized. As a result, the city's center gradually shifted from Benxi Lake to the south bank of the Taizi River. In addition, the Shenyang-Dandong Railway had already opened to traffic in 1942, and the Benxi Steel Group is located not far from the station. With the influence of these positive factors, the entire city expanded outward from the steel plant as its origin. The original station was also renamed Benxi, becoming the city's utilitarian railway hub, directly connected via dedicated lines to enterprises such as Benxi Steel Group. This innovative model of integrated rail factory transport was promoted nationwide as an advanced example, allowing Benxi Steel's high-quality steel to be shipped across the country from here. But if the station only had dedicated lines for factories, that would hardly be enough to solve the problem. Since Benxi is still some distance from Shenyang, and the station also connects to several lines such as Xiqian, Liaoxi, and Shendan, it has effectively become a small railway hub. As a result, there is a constant stream of freight trains coming in and out every day. If these rail cars were sent to Shenyang for marshalling, it would not only waste time, but also increase the operational pressure on the entire Shendan Railway. For this reason, the crane yard at Benxi Station came into being. Dozens of old tracks spread out like an open fan, with cranes deftly shuttling between them, dismantling and reorganizing freight cars from different directions before sending them off to various destinations. From strawberries from Dandong to timber from neighboring areas, all of them can be transferred here before heading to their final destinations. This marshalling capability has also made Benxi a major freight distribution hub in the Liaodong region, a status that has not diminished even in the era of high-speed rail. In 2015, with the opening of the Shenyang-Dandong passenger dedicated line, the station not only retained its freight functions but also integrated high-speed rail, achieving a leap from the conventional rail era to the high-speed rail era. It now takes only 40 minutes by high-speed train from Benxi to Shenyang and just 1 hour to Dandong. Meanwhile, conventional trains to Beijing are still in operation today, catering to the diverse travel needs of different passengers. As a result, Benxi has become an all-purpose station that simultaneously features dedicated factory lines, a crane yard, and a passenger car yard, 3 facilities operating in parallel without conflict. Behind all this, a sophisticated dispatching system plays an indispensable supporting role. The station adopts a separate operation model for passenger and freight services, using the SIEP system to monitor track occupancy in real time and ensure that each train stays on its designated route. This meticulous management allows the station to maintain safety and efficiency even under high-density operations. Today, as high-speed EMUs and freight trains frequently appear together and the footsteps of passengers blend with the whistles of cranes, this all-purpose station still serves as a living fossil of Benxi's industrial and railway development history, uniquely illustrating the relationship between the railway and the city.